Hello, so I'm a little bit awkward in front of the camera, so I've got a little script that I'm probably going to keep looking at. So hi, I'm Steph. Some of you know me, some of you don't. And I've been going through topical steroid withdrawal for the past year. So this video is mainly going to be a photo montage. But first I wanted to give a little bit of background and clarification on what topical steroid withdrawal is. So as a child I had eczema, which came back when I was at uni, and that's probably to do with stress and poor diet and going out all the time and not sleeping enough, all that kind of stuff. So I went to the doctors and I was given just the standard steroid cream as they usually do, and I applied it as instructed by my doctor. But the eczema kept coming back, and so I kept going to my doctor and kept being prescribed more steroids. I was referred to countless dermatologists and hospitals and skin centres over the course of about 8 years. And basically what happened over the course of those 8 years was that the eczema spread to my entire body and spread to my face. So I would apply the cream that I was prescribed, but within a few days the eczema would come back. It was just burning and itching, and it was horrible. And I was in a pain that I can't really describe, but it basically just felt like my body was shutting down. It's quite hard to explain, but by the end of my steroid use I didn't feel like life was livable anymore. I was told that this was how life was going to be, and that I was just going to have to put up with it and just keep using steroids to keep it at bay. But for me that just wasn't really an option, because it was just getting worse and worse and worse. And I thought, if this is as bad as it is now, what is it going to be like in 5 years' time if it's just going to keep getting worse? So I started to Google, and I know people say that the internet is full of mad people who think they've got the cure for everything, but I just thought, well, I can't live like this anymore, so I'm going to have to somehow do something to make my life better. So I'm googling red skin, I'm googling steroids, eczema, and stuff started to pop up, and the term topical steroid addiction came up, and I thought, hang on a minute, actually this could be what I've got. And I finally felt like I had an answer, because the stories that were on the internet just resonated with me. And so what I then knew that I needed to do was to go through withdrawal. So basically come off all of the steroid creams that I had been told to take by my doctor, which was scary because obviously I'm going against medical advice, but I guess I felt like I had to try something that was going to make my life livable again. So I'm not a doctor, but I am going to try and explain in layman's terms what happened to me. And I'm going to read this from here because I don't want to get it wrong. So the topical steroids contain artificial hormones. So when they're applied, your own hormone system is not needed as much. You need hormones to regulate your skin. So when you have a suppressed hormone system and you stop using the creams, your skin doesn't have enough hormones to function. It needs you to apply more cream with the artificial hormones because your own hormone system is compromised. And that cycle just keeps going on and on and on until essentially your own hormone system just basically stops working on its own. And the problem with this addiction is the way that it presents itself looks like eczema. So you go to the doctor and you're just misdiagnosed over and over again, and basically given more steroids, and the addiction cycle just continues. So I had to diagnose myself after Googling, and I decided to take myself off the creams, and that is when my withdrawal began. In one word, topical steroid withdrawal is horrendous. It is horrendous, and the people that have seen me during that time, or people that are watching this that are going through it themselves, will understand how horrendous it is. It is lonely, it is horrible, you just feel like your body has lost control, and you'll see what I mean when you see some pictures. The pictures kind of don't do it justice, actually. Unfortunately, I was unable to take pictures of myself at my worst because I was just desperate to get in the bath. That was the only thing I wanted to do. So I stayed in the bath for about 3 months, morning to night, and I would only get out to go to bed, and I didn't really sleep even when I did try to go to bed. And then the following 5 months were split between the bath and bed, and then in recent months I have been able to get out and about a bit more. But I had to quit my job. I had to move back in with my parents because I just could not function on my own, and they had to look after me. I lost about half of my hair. I've got quite a lot of it's growing back now, but I've got quite a lot of short hairs that are in my hair, so it's looking a lot thicker now, but I did lose about half of it. I lost about 1 stone in weight. I couldn't sleep for more than an hour at a time for about 3-4 months. And then just the skin itself, it burnt, it flaked, it fell off, basically, which is why it was great to stay in the bath, because then I didn't have to really deal with it. I'm not 100% yet, but I'm heaps better than I was. I'm functioning again, and I'm back at work 2 or 3 days a week, which I'm really happy about. But yeah, I hope this has given you some information as to what topical steroid withdrawal is, and I really hope that you never have to go through it. But if you do feel like you are, you can check out itsan.org. I'll put a link in the description, and also my Instagram, which I will also put a link to as well if you want to have a look at my journey and some more pictures in detail. But yeah, here goes my first year of topical steroid withdrawal. Let's go.
I never said that I had it all figured out. I never said that I live my days with